Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain lab program number 6. So MCA lab program number 6. That is write a Java program to implement queue using a user-defined exception handling. We should implement what queue by throwing what our own exceptions. And we are supposed to use both the keywords throw as well as what throws. Okay. Yeah. So first we'll see the logic of what queue. So in the queue there will be what two variables. One is what rear, another is what front. And initial value of rear will take as what -1, front will going to take as what 0, and there will be what on queue, and the size I have taken that size of queue as what 3. So and the index starts from what 0. So when the queue is what empty, so if the front is what greater than what rear, what is the value of what your front? 0. And what is the value of your rear? -1. If this is the case, then your queue is what empty. Correct, right? So nothing is there in what queue. If front is what greater than what rear, so then that's a uh, condition to check what queue is what empty. So now we are going to perform what insertion. If you want to perform what insertion, first we have to increment what rear. So if I increment what rear, the rear value is going to become what 0. Okay, now it is pointing to this location. So here you can add what some value. Okay, again if you want to insert one more value, increment this one. So it will going to become what 1. Now it is pointing to this location. You can add what second value. If you want to add one more value, now it is pointing to this location, and this value will going to become what 2. And you can add what some other value. So this is how we can perform at insertion. When it is not possible if it is what full. When it is what full, now what is the value of your rear? 2. And what is the size? 3. If the rear is equal to size -1, size minus 1 is how much? 2. And what is the value of your rear? 2. If this is what equal, then your queue is what full. Just observe here, the queue is what full. The rear is what 2, and size is what 3. 3 minus 1 is what 2. If the condition is what equal, the queue is what full. If these conditions equal, the queue is what empty. Okay, how to delete? So you have to start from what front. Why? Because queue will work with the property first in first out. So 5 is the first value I have inserted, that should go out of what queue in the beginning. That's the reason you start from what deleting from the front and increment what front. How to display? Start from what front up to what rear. Now front is pointing to here and rear is pointing to here. Okay, so if you want to display, start from what front up to what rear. And if you want to delete, first you delete this one, then increment what front. If you increment what front, front will going to become what 1, and that will point to what next value, and that will continue. Okay, so this is the logic of what queue. I think if, people have studied this one in your data structure. Now I'll go with what program. Okay, yeah. So in the program, first I have taken what two classes. One is with name empty queue exception. One more is full queue exception. Why? Because in the question itself they are given throw what your own exceptions. Just to throw user defined exceptions, I have taken what two classes, empty queue exception, full queue exception, and both are inheriting from what on class with name runtime exception. Okay, so while explaining lab program number 4, given the full details how to create what our own exceptions. I've explained all these things. Better watch lab program number 4 than watch this video. Okay, so if you want to create an exception, there are two options. One is take the help of what on class with name exception, or one more class with name what runtime exception. If you go with the runtime exception, you will get what checked exception. If you take help of exception, you will get what unchecked exception. If you take the help of exception class, checked exception. If you go with what runtime exception, you will get what unchecked exception. So always go with what runtime exception. Okay, so here also I'm taking the help of what on class with name what runtime exception, inheriting from what runtime exception. So mtq exception. So take what on parameters constructor, pass that one for what super. So parameter, just pass that one to what super. That's it. Easiest way to create what user defined exceptions. So again we need what one more exceptions. Therefore again we are inheriting from runtime exception. Okay, take what on parameters constructor, and for whatever the parameter you have taken, pass that one towards super. That's it. Okay, these two class just to throw what exception. Okay, next the remaining code is what your queue program. So entire queue program is there within what on class with name lab 6. Class with name lab 6. So here we have taken data number size, two more data number front as well as what rear, and one array with name what queue. There's a constructor, parameters constructor. See, lab name is lab 6. So constructor parameter is constructor. I'm passing size as a parameter. I'm going to send from what main. Suppose if it is what 3, it will going to create a queue of size 3 of type integer, and data member size will be initialized to what 3, and front is what 0, rear is what -1. I think you know this values. Why I have taken front is what 0 and rear is what -1. Okay, yeah. So first function is what insert. So I will going to perform an insertion operation. First we'll check whether a queue is what full. How to check the queue is what full? This condition. If rear is equal to what a size -1, okay, or length -1. If rear is equal to what length -1, in that case it is what full. Now we are throwing what exception, our own exception, using the throw keyword and taking the help of what queue is what full class, full queue exception. Okay, so this class we are taking full queue exception, and this constructor will be what called by passing this message full queue exception. So this is just like a creating an instance. So and this one is just like a calling what constructor full queue exception. This will be what called. A string will be copied to a test that will be passed towards super of face. And what will going to happen next? Everything I explained in lab program number 4. You just watch that one more time. Okay, yeah. Else we'll increment what rear and we'll add the value. That's it. Simple logic. If it is what full, we'll throw exception. Otherwise we'll increment what rear, we'll add the value. Actually this is more than enough. Throw keyword is more than enough. Since in the question they are given what to use both the keywords throw and as what throws, I have written this one. This is not required. This is more than enough. Okay, but in the question they are given use what both throw as well as what throws. That is the only reason I have written this particular throws. Okay, yeah. So what's the next function? Next function is what delete. Again this is not required. Throw is what more than enough. So with the question they are given, that is the only reason I have written what throws. So one, it is not possible to delete if it is what empty. What is the condition for empty? If front is equal to front is what greater than what rear. Okay, front is what greater than what rear, your queue is what empty. In that case it is not possible to what delete. Else from where you are supposed to delete, from what front. After deleting just increment what front. That's it. This is with respect to what your delete function. And what is the next one? Display. When it is not possible to do what display, if it is what empty. If it is what empty means front is greater than what rear. You throw what exception. So empty queue exception. So this will going to call the one more class. This one empty queue exception. This constructor will be what called by passing that string, and that string will be passed to what super class. Okay, yeah. So if it is empty, it is not possible to display. So we'll throw what exception. Otherwise, we'll just display that message and we'll start displaying from what front up to what rear. Okay, yeah. And that is with respect to what display. Next one is what main. So in main we were just creating an object by passing what 3. So object name is what given. What will happen? First we'll go to allocate space for data numbers. So for int space got allocated, front as well as rear space got allocated. When array got declared, okay, so space will not be allocated here. So what is the one more thing that will going to happen if you create an object? So it will going to call what constructor lab6 by passing what 3. So lab6, this will got executed. This will be get executed. What's the value of size 3? So array of size 3 will be what created, and size will get the value of 3. Front is what 0. Front got initialized towards 0, and rear will get the value of what -1. I think you know the reason why we are initializing these values. So first it will allocate what space. Next value will be what initialized. Okay, yeah. So next we have declared what on scanner, and what's the use of what scanner? To read something from what keyboard. And we have taken what on infinite loop. Okay, then we are just displaying what message. We are giving the option for user either to perform insert, delete, display or exit operation, and you will get a message. You have to enter what any one of this value, and whatever the value you enter, that will be there within what val. So there is we are using what next int. If you want to read any integer value, go for next int, floating point next float, string next line, and all this method will be there within what on class with name what scanner. So we have created the object. So ob dot next int. So that will be there in what val, and we are passing that one to what switch. See, within that switch we'll call insert, delete and display. There will get what exception. That is the reason we have written that switch, entire switch within one try block. And you know, whenever there's a try block, there should be what corresponding catch block. So whatever the exception we get generated, that will be handled by what this catch block, and the message will be printed. That's it. Okay, So if k is 1, it will read some value. Okay, so here the value will be there within what x. See, we are taking the help of what next int function that is present within what scanner. So ob dot next int. So that the value will be there within what x, that will be passed to what insert function. And I think you know how insert will going to work. Break means it will come out again. If you press what 1, again this will be what called, it will insert what one more value, and that will continue. If you press what 2, delete will be called, and first value will go deleted. And if you call press 3, display will be called, and whatever the value that's present within the queue, that will be got displayed. If you enter what any other value other than 1 2 3, so direct it will go to a default block, and it will come out of, it will move out of what your program. Okay, this is with respect to your lab program number 6. Simple program. Okay, yeah. So now I will going to run that one. So how to run that one? So how to compile Java C program class class name. So class name which contains what name, so you have to save with the same name. So the class name which contains what name is lab6. So correct, right? This is the class. So lab6 is the class which contains what main. So this main is present within the same class lab6. Therefore you should save what your program with same name, lab6.java. Okay, so Java C lab6.java. After that, one class file will be what created with name lab6. If you want, you can check that one. It's okay. Yeah, see, observe here, there is a one file with lab6.class. Now we are running this one. Okay, yeah, so Java lab6. So and it is giving what option now, infinite loop is what running, insert, delete, display, or exit. If you want to perform insert operation, press 1. So now it's reading what value. I'll going to enter first 10. 10 is the first value I entered. So again I'll going to insert one more value 20. Again I'll going to perform insert operation. Okay, so I'll going to enter what 30. 3 values got inserted. Now if you try to insert one more value, it should throw what exception. See, I got the exception. Queue is what full. Okay, if you want, you can check, only 3 value got inserted. 40 is not inserted. Why? Because size is what 3. How to delete that one? Keep on press what 2. So first it will going to delete 10. Why? Because it's a queue, first in first out. Okay, so next it will going to delete what 20, and if you try last it will going to delete what 30. And if you try to delete one more value, it should throw what an exception, empty queue. So we got that exception, queue is what empty. And if you try to display the empty queue, you'll get the one more exception, again empty queue. Okay, if you want to move out of that program, press what 4. That's it. Yeah, now first you copy what this question, Java program to implement queue using user defined exception handling by using the both the keywords throw as well as what throws. Okay, after that you copy this particular program. So after copying that program, copy the output, complete output from compilation line. Okay, from here. So Java C full entire output in your observation. Thank you.